Hey guys, Rob here. So this is going to be a tale of two races from the GT4 Fix series, from the Falcon Tire GT4 Challenge Fix series. Before we get into this first race, I'd like to ask you to please join my Discord channel. Link will be down in the description at Sim Racers United. You don't have to be into iRacing, just love for sim racing. Also, I would like to ask you, if you have not done so, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, drop a comment down below, let me know what you think of these videos. Or this video of two different races. So in this first race, it was done on Saturday, May 10th, and this was after I had a very bad race in the sports car challenge. So since my sports car challenge race was so bad, I figured that this race would probably be equally as bad. So I just started from the pits. I did not do a qualifying lap, and I just started from the pits. I kind of wish I did not do that. So that's when the second race came on Monday, which was the last session of the week for this combination for the GT4s or Sports Car Challenge at Laguna Seca, which is the track we're at for this week. And at this point, we're just waiting for the pack to get around because, like I said, I did start from the pit. So if you look on the track map, you'll see the white centipede of dots moving, and that's the field moving through around the track. Again, hindsight being 2020, I wish I didn't start this race from the pits, but it is what it is, and I decided to do that instead of just taking the grid and seeing what I can make of the race. But I was also trying to save some safety rating, or try to gain some safety rating with how bad the sports car challenge race was. Alright, so I sped that up a little bit, and the pack is coming down the straightaway now. Any second now I should be able to get released to take to the track. Just waiting on that, and get ready. 3, 2, go. Why am I sitting there? Because I didn't realize I'm able to go. And we're off. Heading down pit lane now.
Your exit's clear. Cross the white line. The next car is Matty, car number 21, D license.
So since I didn't do a formation lap, I have very cold tires, and the car does not want to rotate, doesn't want to slow down, doesn't want to do anything, and that can be a problem, especially if you're trying to fix your safety rating after a bad race. So what I need to do is I need to calm myself down, kind of take a step back, and let the car warm up, not push it. Again, I did not do that. I did this race not really to try to gain any positions, but to try to gain safety rating. I know it's going to take a hit on iRating. iRating could always be rebuilt. Safety rating, if it gets too low, you will get a license demotion. Now the thing about iRacing and their license classes, safety rating and iRating. License class only matters for the type of car that you're racing. So in sports car, you have to be an A licensed driver to drive in the IMSA series. So IMSA Fixed or IMSA Open or IMSA Endurance, you have to be an A-rated driver. If you're a B-rated driver, you can drive everything else, you're fine. I am an A-rated driver, and I really just want to keep it just to keep my A rating. Not because I race a lot of IMSA races, because I don't. I have to really be comfortable in a combination for me to run an IMSA race. And when I do, it's usually in the GT3. I will not do a race in a GTP because I can't drive those cars for nothing. So with that, iRating really determines what split you're going to be in when it comes to actually getting into a race. And ultimately, everything is decided on by your safety rating as far as license promotions and demotions. So that's why I tend to try to put more emphasis on safety rating than I rating.
30.05.
If you're comfortable and you're good at a circuit, you're going to progress, you're going to move up, and you're going to gain I rating. It's just that simple. But if you do something, if you have a bad race, it could really hurt you on both. So you can gain, you can lose. It's a give and take, and it's all about consistency and try to be clean. So the car should be warmed up, so I'm going to shut up and we're going to get into some pushing for laps.
Holy shit, Samuel, you were going for like 10 seconds, man.
Bro, stay on my ass.
Car number 23, B license.
Learn how to drive.
Alright, sped up a lap or two there. It's uneventful. Just doing laps, just trying to stay clean, trying to minimize off tracks, and I'm really not pushing the car that hard, so it is what it is. And like I said, this race is all about trying to gain safety rating at this point.
The next car is Francisco, car number 23, D license. Hairpin. You think it might be Sato? You passed this lap from John, 28.84. There's an incident here. Turn 11. Looks like it's Adaptor. Incident here. Corkscrew. Looks like Rodriguez. Right, the guy ahead of us is Wilson, car number 14. D license. Yellow flag.
Now, it's kind of like the Matador and the Bull.
Push, push, push. We can catch this car.
As long as I didn't have a car in front of me, the competitiveness in me is fairly low. And I'm just trying to stay on mission and just try to get a clean race. Now that there's somebody ahead of me for a position, now things change mentally during the race. Ultimately, I need to just stay focused on what I was trying to do and accomplish with this. If I could gain a spot, great. If I don't gain a spot, is what it is. I'm not worried about it. Final lap, I stayed on mission. I didn't push anything. I didn't try to force an overtake. But what I did try to do is I did try to stay close enough to the gentleman in front of me, to Rodrigo, to try to force him into a mistake. And, you know, with seeing other cars up ahead, it just makes the urge to push even harder, relevant. But again, I didn't do that. I calmed myself down and I stayed focused on what I was trying to do in this race. Alright, so made up a few spots, but still lost a ton of I rating. But the safety rating gain is what we were after. And with only having one incident during the race, the safety rating should come up, which is what I want to have happen. So with that, we're going to end this race here, and we're going to start on race number 2. Alright, so as I said, we gained safety rating, 0.05 safety rating gain, but we lost 39 I rating. Again, I'm not too worried about the I rating. We could always gain that back later. So let's get into race number 2. And as you can see in this race, I did take to the grid. I'm not starting from the pits. I am starting from my qualifying position. So I didn't have a great qualifying session, but I didn't have a terrible qualifying session. I did have a few off tracks during qualifying, but you can't win them all. So I did qualify in position 14. So let's see what we can make of this race and try to have the best race that we can. These guys are all talking about, you know, I'm here for I rating, but I'm not. I'm here for safety rating, and I'm just going to try to stay as clean as possible. Try to stay out of any of the chaos that can ensue during these races, and, you know, see what we can do with it.
I'm high. How you guys doing tonight?
30 seconds.
So my expectations for this race have now completely tanked, being that you have somebody on the radio boasting that they're high as a kite. I myself do not support doing any legal or illegal drugs as recreationally. It's just my opinion. You do what you want, but I also don't advocate being high and getting into a race with other people who may be taking the race a little bit more seriously than you are.
I'm jealous. You're high, I'm not.
We got legal
Okay, rolling starts. Follow car number 15 in the right
The problem?
column.
I don't.
The race car speed is 47 miles per
Who
hour.
said I did?
I think our government wants us really high and like wants us to like look at our phones and like, you know what I mean? We're brainwashed by that bullshit.
Phones. You people have phones? Do you people have brains?
Dude, I'm playing this on a PS1 actually.
I'm playing on an Atari with 50 joystick.
Nice. You have like a stick tied to the wheel part to the steer.
I'm taking a leak out of most of Granny's castle and playing it with my ass.
Oh, nice. Wow, that takes a lot of skill. I'm pretty impressed.
Don't be. You haven't seen the driving yet.
Oh, brother, I'm so excited.
Easy.
Have a good race, good luck.
Okay, Rob, be ready. Green, green, green. On your right, move to the right.
Oh, sorry for the form that we died then.
There's an incident in turn 3. You think it might be? Sounds so.
That was a question for re-entry.
Left side. Still there. Clear left. Sweet start, mate. Keep it coming.
What an exciting opening lap, isn't it? That was actually fun trying to dodge the spinning cars, and the best part about it is I was not part of any of those incidents. So let's get on with this. So far, this is enjoyable.
Car in front is Blanco, car number 15, C license. Their rating is 1. Gap 2. incident in turn 4. It looks like Overtakes.
I'm just hoping that Porsche was staying on its brakes, because that would really suck if he wasn't and he got in front of me. I'm trying to stay right on Victor Blanco ahead of me. I'm trying to stay on his bumper or close to him to try to push him into a mistake. The problem is sometimes in some corners he overslows, and I'm afraid I'm going to either hit him or it's going to force me to get an off track. And I really just want to get around him. I had a feeling a lunge was coming, and I'm glad I avoided that Jose Porsche missile right there, because that would have been bad too.
All right. Keep it steady. Clear right.
I knew going into the Andretti hairpin I was going to be faster than Blanco, so I just went for it. Yeah, I saw the opportunity and I just had to take it. I was close enough to him to try to make the move, and it worked. If I wasn't worried about safety rating, I would not have backed out of it as early as I did and forced him to actually go wide through the corkscrew. Being as how I'm trying not to have any incidents and I'm trying to have a decent race, I didn't want to risk it. So give up the spot. Maybe he'll make a mistake and I'll gain the position back. Who knows? Let's find out.
Just decreasing. It's now 87 Fahrenheit. Incident. Moza 113.26. Good lap, that's your best in the session.
So that race was quite enjoyable, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and maybe doing something different with how I did the video format for these two races. My ultimate goal, as few incident points as possible, and we ended this race with 0. And 0 was a great number for a race. Yeah, this was fun. This was actually a very fun race.
That was fun. Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully we get more races like this that are this enjoyable. And again, if you have not done so already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, drop a comment, let me know what you think of this video, and see you on the next one. Bye. In case anybody's wondering, this is the results from this race. 45 iRating gain, 0.15 safety rating gain, which, like I said, this was an enjoyable race and the hard work paid off.